Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to North American Fantasy ARCA Series. Here we are, Season 1, round number 7 at Kentucky Motor Speedway. And the guys are wrapping up practice here, and we've got a good one in store for you tonight, boy. And pretty good day out there today. It was 77-degree air temperature, winds only 2 miles an hour. Track temperatures are only 80 degrees, and these guys are going to be out here on this 1.46-mile oval. Getting it on out here in Sparta, Kentucky. And just a couple of minutes to go here. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at your standings here. We'll take a quick look at the top 10. Josh Bearden, Patrick Hernandez, and Nate Lynch, they're still first, second, and third. We've got a bit of movement, though. Aaron Tribble up 2 spots to 4th position. He bumps Sam Barnes down to 5th. And also Rocky Tittle goes down to 6th position. Tyler Green also moved up to, both Tyler Green and Colton Sanders moved up 7th and 8th respectively. Kyle Hall up into the top 10, into that 9th position. And Dennis Weeks, he did fall a bit there. He dropped 3 positions, but he's still at the bottom of that top 10 position. Let's see who's out on track here. It looks like that is Robert Ramsey there. He's showing 3rd fastest at the moment. And then we've seen Robert up at the top of the time charts in practice more than once, more than a few times here during the season. There's the 2-car Patrick Hernandez. He's putting it down out there today. I guess he's liking Kentucky here. And there's Dennis Weeks, 97 machine. 6th fastest at the moment with that 32.948. Let's see who else is out here. There's Clayton White. He's 15th fastest. There's the 36 of Casey Marshall, 11th fastest at the moment, the 33.090. There's the 42 Kyle Morningstar. He's 5th fastest. There's a 00 of Don Reedy, 24th fastest at the moment. There's the 13 of Travis Yacovucci, 17th quickest. There's the 1 machine of Robert Brill. He's 15th fastest. Got about just under 2 minutes to go here. There's Elijah. Elijah Ennis had a little spin there. Looks like it. He's 9th fastest at the moment. There's the 6 machine, Josh Bearden, 4th fastest as we're getting ready to wrap up practice here. 87 to Kyle Hall, 3rd fastest, the 32.887. You look around the track, here's the 22 of Sam Barnes. He's 20th fastest. There's a 64 machine, Jerry LaRue. He's showing 24th fastest at the moment. Let's see, there's the 11 of Decamaro, 29th quickest. Now, if you're watching, like say on your computer or smart TV, and if you grab your phone and go to the YouTube channel there and look at the description, there's a link there for live timing, and you can see all sorts of great information there. Lap times and when folks pit and all this good stuff, that a lot of stuff that I can't put up on the screen during the broadcast, but that's a lot of good stuff that you can check out during the race. See where your favorite driver is in relation to everyone else, and how the race is going along. And just another feature that we offer you here on Rice Motorsports TV. And looks like the old clock is getting ready to wind up here. There's Devin Costa. Locking her up there. He's 13th fastest. Oh, who was that? Somebody just went by. They avoided a little collision there. The checkered flag is in the air, and that will do it for practice here. We're getting ready to roll over to a qualifying session. It's private qualifying, so multiple cars will be on track at one time, and but we can only see one at a time, and we'll lock in on some guys as they get out on track here. There's a 5-minute session, and there he goes. That's Devin Costa. He's heading on out now. Let's ride along with him here. He makes his way out. Gotta be careful not to cross that yellow line. Got to hug that wall all the way around before you get to pit exit. Otherwise, you'll get that stop and go penalty. The thing about that, if you go out and start a lap and if you get that penalty, you don't want that because you'll actually lose one of your laps because that lap still counts because you exited the pits. So, yeah, you definitely want to be careful when you exit the pits there. He's getting up to speed there, getting about 172 there. As he goes coming out of turn 4 now. This will be the start of his qualifying run. And the clock is ticking here for the 3 machine. And making his way down the back stretch. Here he comes around. Now, it showed a lap time when he came out of the pits, but I think he was behind the start-finish line. And even if you're in the pits, if you cross the start-finish line, it still records your lap. So that's a 33.072. Now, that might be, I wonder if they just get one lap because we followed him right out of the pits, and they might only get one lap of qualifying from the looks of it. Yeah, he's bringing it on in. There's Cole Grimes. And he's 4th fastest at the moment with a 33.141. It looks like they might be doing a 1-lap qualifying here. There's Jerry LaRue. He's 8th fastest at the moment with the 33.197. There's Cody Strom. 17th fastest at 33.479. We'll see what he gets for his official lap time here. Come down to the line. And he will come home with a 33.241. Good for 13th position at the moment. There's Zachariah Logan, and we've lost a connection there on him. He's a little bit of a connection issue, so we're going to go ahead and we'll try to stick with him here as he comes across the line here. See what his official lap time will be, and I'm wondering if though it didn't record another lap, I wonder if he might have brushed the wall or something. Yeah, we're going to have to move to somebody else. There's Colton Sanders. He's 14th fastest with that 33.256. And not too many other guys on track now. A lot of the guys had already gone. Lauren Jones, he's not showing a time. He may not have posted a time. I think I hear him out there. Let's see. There he is. Just leaving pit road. Makes his way across start-finish line here. This should be the start of his now, will he have enough time? There's 15 seconds to go. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get around to get an official lap in. Because, that's one thing I wish they would do different with iRacing. If you're out in the midst of a qualifying lap, even though the time expires, I wish they would just let you finish the lap that you're on, but they don't. And so he came away with no time there from the looks of it. And now we're rolling over to the race session here. Yeah, the guys will be coming out on track here. We're waiting for them to everybody come out on pit road there. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup here. Josh Bearden is your pole setter. Next to him will be Robert Brill. Jerry Hutchison starting third. Robert Ramsey fourth. Owen Kaufman starting in the fifth position. In sixth, we have Devin Cost. Seventh, we have Dennis Weeks. Kyle Morningstar eighth. Cole Grimes ninth. Patrick Hernandez 10th position. Jerry LaRue starting 11th. And 12th, we have Zachariah Logan. And 13th, we have Cody Strom. 14th, we have Colton Sanders. 15th, we have Travis Yacovucci. And 16th, we have Mike Bressett. And 17th position, Kyle Hall. Starting in 18th position, Nicholas Wassenaar. 19th, Clayton White. Sam Barnes rounding out the top 20. And 21st, we have Josh Warner. Starting 22nd position, Ronald Holmes. And 23rd, we have Danny Nadeau. Don Reedy is 24th position. 25th is Lawrence Noel. Elijah Ennis, 26th. Decker Morrow, 27th. Now, I'm wondering if Decker is race control or not. He might be. I almost think he's race control. So he might not actually be in the race. Casey Marshall showing 28th. 29th, Lauren Jones. Gary Wright, 30th. And Nick Holland showing starting in 31st position. But we'll keep an eye on that 999 Decker Morrow. I do believe he is race control. And so at the start of the race, he would probably be showing as maybe like a DNF or just showing out. But we'll keep our eye on that. I'm waiting for the pace truck to bring the guys out. There they go, getting ready to head on out. 167 laps in store for us today. The pole sitter Josh Bearden leading them out onto the track. I believe they have it's either 5 or 6 sets of tires today, because this is a long race, 167 laps, and they're really going to have to stretch those tires. It could, who knows, could end up being a fuel race here. Making their way now through turns 3 and 4. Pace truck will be coming off here any second. There he goes, waiting for that green flag. Green flag coming out, and there we're going. Looks like the start is at the driver's discretion. We're racing here at Kentucky. Bearden gets away cleanly. Robert Brill right on him there. Nice little battle there for third place. Cost and Hutchison right there going at each other. The 3 car now in the third position. Kentucky, a nice wide track, plenty of lanes to run in. There's the 42 Kyle Morningstar getting under the 14 there. He's going to try to make a move here on the 3 machine in a minute. There he goes now into turn 1. And give the third position to Kyle Morningstar at the moment as they go down the back stretch. Real tight pack there, and even behind them, a little further back, they're battling hard back there too. There's Patrick Hernandez, currently in the 7th spot. As they come around here, and this will be lap 3 as they cross the line. Nice little tidy pack of cars right there, and then As we move a little back, a little further back, we have, see, that's a Zachariah Logan there, the 5 machine, that blue and white car. He was, I think he's flashing a little bit, had a little bit of a connection issue there, so we'll move back to the 91, Colton Sanders. He's running 11th place. That's Travis Iacovucci right behind him there in the 13 car. On board Iacovucci. I tell you, when you see a car blinking like that and those little puffs of smoke, sometimes you don't know if it's just a connection or somebody's getting ready to spin out. And after a while, you kind of tell the difference. But you know, that can be a very alarming to a driver behind him. The way he keeps blinking like that. And actually, we do have a caution here on lap number 5. Let's see where that is. It looks like that's Nicholas S1R, the 30 machine, and he's rolling slowly there on the back stretch, trying to get her back. Got a little bit of damage there, and trying to get her going here. Let's take a look and see. We can see what happened here on the replay here. Oh boy, he's already facing the wrong direction. Let's roll it back a little bit so we can see what happened there. Coming down the back stretch here. Okay, he's going into turn 3, and there's the 32 going under him there. And oh boy, did he just? Wow, I'm not sure if he made that was interesting. Let's run that back a little bit more here. Let's look at it from a different view here. Let's slow that down. Let's do let's do the chopper view here. Let's see what we can see there. And that's Wassenaar. Like I said, there's the 32. Making his way down there, and they're going down there. He's coming there. They're getting mighty close there, and he's trying to make that turn. And the 32 is already down in that bottom, in the next to bottom lane. I think the 30 just came down just a little bit too much there. 32 can't go down, but so far. And boy, that was a hard lick into the outside wall there for the 30 car. Oh boy, and there's that the 36 just does get. Whoa, boy, that was close. He might actually. I think he got him just a little bit. Boy, and so that was the 36. That was Casey Marshall, and he just did nick the 30 car, trying to get by him. We'll take it live here. Field getting organized here, and we don't see anybody. Nobody's on pit road that I see. It looks like Elijah Ennis showing on our screen. He did stop, coming in pit. Also Robert Ramsey, and they're making their way up to the back of the pack now. Lassenar, he's already been in pit road. Looks, you can, obviously he used his fast repair there, get that DeWalt machine back in shape. Other than that, everybody else stayed out. Josh Bearden, still your leader. He's got the number 1, Robert Brill, that UPS machine in second position. Kyle Morningstar, he's on 3rd spot. There's Jerry Hutchison starting 4th. I mean, he's in 4th. And Devin Koss now in the 5th spot there. Currently in 6th, they got Dennis Weeks, followed by the 2 of Patrick Hernandez. And then we have Owen Kaufman there in 8th position. And Cole Grimes in 9th. And Zachariah Logan there rounding out the top 10. And I believe the pace chart lights should be going out this time around, I would think. And we'll be getting ready to go green. We'll see what happens across the start-finish line here. And actually, it looks like we're going to have at least a couple of more laps of caution here. So I know we're gonna be at least one more. Let's go ahead and grab Josh Bearden. We're riding on board with him right now. Let's see if we can grab him here in the chat real quick here. Hey, Josh, Tony in the booth, got a copy.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, man, here we go. This boy, I tell you, this is gonna be a long race, and the guys they're gonna have to do some give and take out there. You think?
Yeah, I was talking to race control, and he said it looked like the 32 just wasn't giving the 30 any room. So we're working on it, and we'll see how it goes during the race. Car feels pretty good so far. Got a pretty good setup this week too from the setup maker, so it should be pretty decent for the rest of the race, depending on how it goes.
10-4. Did you say they have 5 or is it 6 set of tires?
So we have 5 sets of tires in our pit stalls, plus the ones we qualified on. So we have
Right.
six sets of tires for this race.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be a bit of strategy there too, especially after you get some the long green flag runs there. You know, as far as deciding when to change those tires. How you think your tire wear is going to be here?
So from the practice race yesterday that we had, the tire wear is really not that bad. It's pretty even across that right front. We did 40 laps of green flag yesterday, and my right front was only 75%. So I think tire wear is going to be pretty good. The setup does get loose over a long run coming out of 4, but other than that, I think if we get spread out and get going, you're going to see some really good racing this evening.
10-4. Well, good luck. Now I'll put you back up to the admin channel, and we'll talk to you later on.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it, Tony.
10-4. See, where is that channel at? Trying to find this
It
channel. Oh,
should
it's race control.
should
Isn't it?
be
Race control,
yeah,
right?
wherever Decker and Elijah
Right.
are.
Okay. There we go. There we go. Got him back where he needs to be. Coming out of turns 3 and 4 here, and getting ready to go green once again. It'll be lap 10 when we cross the line. Pace truck is in. Guys are lined up, ready to go. The restart is at the leader's discretion. Bearden drops the hammer, and we're going once again. Restart lap 10. Robert Brill is right there this time. Trying to stick close to the 6 machine of Bearden. They've already distanced themselves over a half second from Morningstar there, who's in third. There's Dennis Weeks running in the 4th position. And they're starting to stack up behind him there a little bit. But further back, there's Devin Cost in that 3 machine. He's got Patrick Hernandez right behind him there. Hernandez trying to close in for that 6th spot. Look like I'm trying to get a good run off the corner here. Might be trying to make a run down the backstretch here. Coming alongside the 3 there just a little bit. Oh, and oh God, that might be another caution there. And yeah, caution is out. Caution is indeed out. I think that was the same thing we saw with the 30 and the 32, and he's trying to get going. And looks like Patrick Ramsey there checked up so as not to run into the 3. Yeah, that might have that's what happened there for sure. We'll go back on the replay here. We can see it here. And there's Hernandez going down. They're going down into turn 3 there, and just up a little high. Didn't give a lot of room These guys obviously can't make that turn in that high line. It's just not going to work. And so yeah, he backed it into the wall there a little bit. Not too hard of a hit from the looks of things there. And then here comes there's Robert Ramsey, and he sees that happening in front of him, and so he's trying to get it locked down there. And like, oh boy, stay! They said don't move, and he's able to get it locked down. And the 3 cars trying to get her turned around. Now they're like, oh, after you, sir. Go ahead. And everybody, nobody made a contact there. Let's go ahead and take it back live here. Ramsey's running 24th at the moment. It's Casey Marshall, he's on pit road. Now doesn't look like he has any damage, and he's the only car on pit road. Okay, he's just down in the way. It might have been I don't know if he took tires. We didn't lock in on him in time to see whether or not he took tires or not. Might have took tires, or might have just been it's only been 14 laps, so he might have topped it off with fuel there. And because it is going to be a bit of fuel strategy involved here as well. Bearden's still your leader. It looks like somebody's getting the wave around there. I think that was the 30 car. He must have been the lucky dog there. Get the free pass and come around to the rear end of the field. Across the line now on lap 15. And as everyone gets sorted out here, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching the North American Fantasy ARCA Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this 0.625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nice turn number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. So here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnet. Will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, we're back here, and the lights are out on the pace truck, and getting ready to go green once again, making their way down the backstretch. Be lap 17 on the restart. And let's see, we have looks like Costa, he's on pit road. And Patrick Hernandez just making his way out. He decided to pit in there at the end of that caution period. And he's going to have to hustle to get around there. And probably definitely a fuel strategy move there. Him to pit that late, and they're just getting ready to go green. He's coming up, making his way down the backstretch. Pace truck, and well, I stand corrected. I thought the pace truck was going to go that time, but it did not. The lights are still on, and we may actually the lights may go out this time around. Let's take a look here and see. And the lights are indeed out this time around. So we'll be going here. Hernandez caught up to the back of the field there. That was the 30 car directly behind him. I believe he was the lucky dog, Nicholas S1R. If you're the lucky dog, you have to automatically go to the rear of the pack on the restarts. And still everybody's running. He's one lap down. I believe he was on pit road, but now there he is now. He's just coming back out. So everybody is still running. That's good to see. Decker Morrow, that 999 driver there, that is your race control. So he's just overseeing the operations here at the race tonight. Making their way through turns 3 and 4. Be lap 18 when we go green again here. Pace truck is in. Waiting for Bearden to drop the hammer. And there he goes, and we're racing once again here at Kentucky. Brill once again right behind him. Morningstar trying to keep pace with them on that restart. They've all been fairly equal there on the last couple of restarts there. Now this time he's up a little closer there to Brill. Only less than 0.2 of a second from that one car. You know, from the looks of it, it looks like these guys, if they're underneath somebody and they're going into the turn, they're going to have to keep that thing low because those guys can't make that turn in too high a line. And we've seen a couple of guys get turned around already, and here we go. They're making their way down onto the backstretch. This is where we saw calamity last time here. Now let's see what happens this time. The 42 is a bit lower as he goes through the turn. And that gave the one more room to get through there. They race down to the line, give that second position to Morningstar at the moment to see if he holds on to it as they go into turn 1. Looks like he will. Robert Brill right there, refusing to give up that position. Now he has to drop in behind the 42 car. He's coming under a bit of pressure himself with Donald Weeks right there. Dennis Weeks, I'm sorry. Weeks goes under the one machine himself. Looks like the 14, the Jerry Hutchinson, might try to follow suit there. Folks definitely taking advantage of that low line in the turns. Boy, look at that pack behind them there. There's Travis Yakavuchi. He's right in the thick of it, too. They're not exactly 3 wide, but they're bunched together. They're tight and trying to make a move on the 4 car there. Go down the front stretch. Everybody try to hold their line as they make it down to turn 1. Now Yakavuchi himself is coming under pressure from Clayton White, that 46 machine. Yakavuchi's a little high there as they go down the back stretch. I think that's going to open the door there for the 46. You see him going by the 13 there, picking up that 7th position. He also gets by the 4 car as well. Boy, and they're like 3 wide coming out to the start-finish line. Oh, boy, that was close. He come right down there in front of the 13. Boy, that could have almost been disastrous there for Yakavuchi. Yakavuchi rolled out of the throttle there. Going back, take another shot at the 46. Bearden continues to lead. In fact, he's opened up over a second gap to Morningstar. Hard racing going on back here. Trying to figure the best line to take to make a pass. Should he try on the outside or the inside? Inside can be a little treacherous if the guy on the outside needs room to come down to make the turn. They continue to battle it out a little further back. There's Kyle Hall, 11th position. Not under a whole lot of pressure there from Warner, who's directly behind him. And a bit of a gap from there from him to 26 of Cody Strom. Him and the 22 of Sam Barnes and Nick Holland all racing for that 13th spot. There's a 22 of Barnes taking that high line. I think he might open the door for the 68 of Nick Holland there. And he's definitely taking a high line that time coming out of turn 4. Let's look a little further back. There's Lauren Jones. He's 19th position. He's got all these guys back here battling good battles for position here. Looks like Jerry LaRue is at the head of that group right there. 35, Gary Wright trying to find a way around the 64 machine there. They continue to battle. And Patrick Hernandez, and remember, he stopped at the very end of that caution period. He's back in the 19th position. And, he really put himself down the order, and he might be playing the long game here, you know, as far as fuel mileage perhaps. Rolling there, there's Robert Ramsey right behind him. Trying to make his way now under the 35 there. Has that 18th position. Now he goes under LaRue, picking up 17th position, slowly, methodically working his way through the field. So we'll see what that pit stop does for him later on. A little further up in the field, there's Owen Kaufman in the 5th spot. Challenging for that 4th position, trying to get it from Hutchison. And Josh Beard, you can see him. He's almost down there to turn 3. He's kind of checked out on the field there a little bit. Kaufman taking a peek under the 14. Not enough room there to really get it done just yet. And the guy here's Morningstar, and he's him and Dennis Weeks are going at it. And they're battling out, but boy, I tell you, they're over 2 seconds behind your leader, Josh Beard, already halfway down the back stretch. And you can see the gap he has on the rest of the field at the moment. You know he wants this thing to go green. Jerry Hutchison trying to hold on to that 4th position. Owen Kaufman breathing down his neck pretty heavy there. Rolling along here in Kentucky as the sun is starting to set here. Definitely will be nighttime when this event is over. They're racing along, and there's Robert Brill. He had been running up there in the top 3. He's back now to 6th position, and he's almost 3 seconds ahead of 7th place, Cole Grimes. So he's rolling along here. I think that's a lap car. That's Noel that he's going around, Lawrence Noel. Some of these guys, they may just be settling in for the long haul here. We're only at lap 32 of 167. So we definitely have a long ways to go. But it's going to be a long ways, but I tell you, it's not going to be that long if they keep this green flag run up. That's for sure. These laps will start to click off rather quickly here. This pack of cars, they're not sure how hard they're racing each other. They may just be doing the same thing here, just kind of going along here. There's Kaufman taking a look under Hutchison there. That's right along with Kaufman. He's right there. And at the line, he's still fourth. Yeah, he does get that fourth spot from Hutchison. Fuel saving and tire management will be key components to success here tonight at Kentucky. And Josh Bearden continues to motor along, now enjoying a 2.2 second gap on second place Dennis Weeks. And Weeks, he is now clear into second position there, but he's got a bit of work to do to catch that 6 car. We've also seen Weeks have some strong runs as well this season. Right now he's in a good position to have another one. It's still far too early to tell how the outcome will be. He's starting to gain. He's over a second now from Kaufman, running in third, and he's also starting to check out from the rest of the front pack there, if you will, leaving that pack of 4 cars there. There's Kaufman and company. Kaufman, they're all like almost like a 4-car battle for third spot there. They're all running pretty good there together. Kaufman's trying to open up a bit of a gap on the Morningstar, the McDonald's machine there. As Hutchison looked like he might take a look on the inside. And Robert Brill is hanging on to the 14 of Hutchison. Now Hutchison is going to take a look down on the inside of, does he get him? Oh boy, this is interesting. Now Brill is on the inside of Hutchison. Oh, boy, they're close right there, coming off of 4. Brill right in the middle of all of that. Hutchison once again going to the inside. Close racing here. And one of the guys that's been on the move, Travis Iacovucci, he's up to 7th position. Now he's about almost 6.5 seconds back from the 14. They're starting to come down a little bit. It's kind of fluctuating now up to 6.6. Definitely got a clear track in front of him there. Absolutely no cars to deal with. And, you know, you can run the line that you want to run, and instead of trying to battle with somebody, you're not going to always have the line that you want to run available to you. There's plenty of clear running for the 13 at the moment. Meanwhile, up the front, Dennis Weeks, he's chopped into that 2-second lead. Now it's down to 1.4 on the verge of 1.3. I'm sorry, I was looking at that. We were looking at that from another perspective. It's actually 1.6 here. But he has cut into that 2-second lead for sure. Starting to inch a little closer to Bearden. Bearden trying to respond. Open that gap once again. Kaufman also opening the, Weeks also opening the gap between him and Kaufman. And Robert Brill is back up there. He's in 4th position. Now once again challenging for that 3rd spot. He gains on the 24 going into 1 and 2 there. That's what I was saying about running the line that you want to run. If the car that you're battling with, if he wasn't there, I think Brill would have just flew into turns 1 and 2 there. Looks like he's going to drive under the 24 to take that third spot. Here they come out of 4, slide job right up into the third spot there. Kaufman is still there, however. There's Noel. They're catching that lap car again. No, let's see. We're actually showing Nadu, Cost, and Noel and as lapped vehicles. Bressett actually has retired the 11 machine. A little further back here, there's Hutchison still battling with Kyle Morningstar in that McDonald's car, number 42. And a little further back, here comes the rest of the pack. Here, there's Travis Iacovucci challenging for that 7th spot, trying to get that from Josh Warner. You can see the guys, even though they're getting close, they got a lot of room to race there. Kyle Hall running in the 9th spot there. And there's Patrick Hernandez up in the top 10. I tell you, that late pit stop at the end of that caution period, top off that tank. If we have a lot of green flag running, that might, because we haven't seen it really happen yet this season. But you most definitely can, if you're lucky, if you have your pit stop just right, you can actually trap a good portion of the field a lap down if a caution were to come out. So, yeah, he's definitely playing a long game there. A little further back, there's Clayton White. He's in 20. Oh, boy, he's battling hard there with Robert Ramsey. Ramsey just trying to take that 12th spot away as they come to the line. He's taking that low line versus the high line of White. Ramsey's going to win out this time as they go into turn 1, and we've got a caution. Caution here on lap 46. And that looks like Zachariah Lugan is saying that he was involved. Bressett is already out. Okay, also looks like we're seeing the 64, Jerry LaRue was involved in that. Oh, and there's LaRue right there now. I think I just saw him. He looks like he might be towing back now. Let's go ahead and let's go on LaRue here. Let's see if we can see what happened. There's LaRue. There's Brill right behind him. Oh, and he got a little that right rear bumper. Got a little help into that inside wall there. Brill was coming along at a much quicker pace from the looks of it, and just wasn't enough space to get by the 64 on the outside. And he's waiting for everybody to go by. I think he might have ended up just towing in. Let's take it back live here. And that may be the case. He may be towing in, and that's going to take some time. So he's obviously going to lose. He's already 2 laps down. And here come your leaders. Everybody's coming in. Josh Bearden coming in, followed by Brill. There's Dennis Weeks. There's Kaufman. Jerry Hutchison coming in, followed by Kyle Morningstar. There's Travis Iacovucci up to 7th now. Patrick Hernandez. There's Ramsey making his way in. There's Cody Strom in. Zachariah Logan making his way to his stop. And they come off of pit road there to see who's out. Josh Bearden, he's out. He's still your leader. Followed by Brill, Weeks, Kaufman, Hutchison. Excuse me. Travis Iacovucci, he's exiting pit road up to 7th position. Let's see if we can grab Travis here. Look like he's in the quiet channel here. We're moving to the broadcast booth. Hey, Travis, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how's it going, Tony?
Pretty good, man. Hey, man, you were back in the field. You were making your way up through the field. Got yourself up in the top 10 there rather quickly.
Yeah, I'm running pretty fast at this track and figured out how to save my tires. This surface is pretty rough, so it eats the tires up pretty quick. So if you don't baby them, you're going to get slow really fast.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a, I mean, you got the overall 6 whole sets of tires, including the ones you started on, but, man, that's going to be a bit of a chess match, when to come in and change those Goodyears, huh?
Oh, yeah, I mean, we definitely just had a nice green flag run. We're like 40% through the race, so we've all still got like 4 sets, which is nice. It might come down to it, and it may make a difference.
And do you think fuel's going to come into play, or is it more of the tires?
I think it'll be more the tires. I mean, judging by previous weeks, we'll probably have a couple cautions where we'll be able to duck in and get tires, or fuel rather. But babying the tires will it be what it comes down to.
10-4. Well, good luck, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, go ahead and give a shout out to my mom. I'm pretty sure she's watching. And anybody else that might be cheering me on. Appreciate it.
10-4. Good luck now. I'll put you back down to your channel, and we'll talk to you later on.
All right, have a good one, Tony.
That's Travis Yacovucci there, currently running 5th spot now as they get sorted out here. Now lap 50 as we cross the line under caution. I see nobody else is okay. Now Danny Nadeau, he's making his way out in that yellow machine. Lawrence Noel, he's coming in. He's opted to go ahead and get some tires and fuel now. He's the only other car on pit road at the moment. So pretty much the majority of the field stopped there on lap 47 for fuel. Logan stopped at 48. Holmes stopped 48. Noel, he stopped on 50 there. So it kind of depends on how long these green flag runs go. How this thing plays out at the end. Well, I tell you, you just never know. There's Dennis Weeks. Let's see if Dennis is in the chat here. So there he is. We'll see if we can get a word with him real quick. Hey, Dennis, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? Mike, check. Dennis, you got a copy?
Hey, Tony.
Oh, how you doing, man? Hey, well, I tell you, boy, you guys battling hard up there, man. What in the world? Somebody lost it behind you there, man. I tell you.
Yeah, and I got damage.
Oh, it was so uncalled for. Dude, I'm so sorry for you. I don't know what the heck happened there. I guess what you think, somebody trying to warm their tires up or something? Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I tell you, man, that is, and we were looking right at it too as we were starting to talk to you. I was about to say something, and then I don't even know who that was. Somebody just came right across the screen there. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use a fast repair, I think. The whole front end's tore up.
Yeah. Oh, man. Do y'all have one to go, or is it still got another lap of caution?
Yeah, they delayed the green. I might have to talk to Josh and figure out what to do because the car's tore up now.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm gonna put you back down to driver's lounge so you can work that out and stuff. We'll talk to you later on, buddy.
All right, thank you, bud.
All right, good luck now. Boy, that was unfortunate there. Let's see. Wow, I don't even know. Yeah, that's just terrible. I mean, you all saw it, and man, I talk about having bad luck. Now, he entered pit road. He entered pit road past the cones to entrance to pit road, and they might have. I don't know if they're going to delay the start so he can go in there and use his. It's a shame he's got to use his fast repair because you only have one, and to have to use it because somebody hit you under caution, boy, that kind of sucks. But hey, if you got to keep racing, there's no way that they can change that. You can't, give somebody another faster pair, in the race. Once the race is set, then that's how it plays out. But man, that is just now he's back to 24th position. He's got a long night ahead of him here as he heads on out. We're back. The lights are out on the pace truck, so we're getting ready to go green here. Waiting for the pace truck to come down. Pace truck is in. Josh Bearden will restart when he's ready. Beard drops the handle and he's gone. Hutchison and Morningstar battling for that second position. Good restart again by Josh Bearden. Hutchison trying his best to get past that 42 of Morningstar. Hutchison's got plenty of company right behind him there. Travis Iacovucci is right there in fourth. Morningstar, he's trying to keep pace with the 6 machine of Josh Bearden. And this is the closest anybody's been to the 6 car on a restart. I mean, he is right there, less than a couple of tenths from Bearden. Definitely going to challenge for that lead here. If he can get up there, Bearden pretty strong off the corners. With a little bit of gap between him and Hutchison, about 0.3 of a second. Continue to race along a little further back. There's Patrick Hernandez. Boy, he's up. He's also moving just like Iacovucci was. Iacovucci in fourth. Hernandez right there. Going to challenge the 13 machine for that fourth spot. Boy, it didn't take him long to get to the front of the pack there. I mean, he pitted late, like a couple of cautions ago. Just as they're getting ready to go green, he topped off the fuel, possibly preparing for a long fuel run. But that also, he made up that some positions within that run before the next caution. He had a good pit stop, and now he's got himself well into the top 10 here. Trying to break into the top 5. He takes a look under Iacovucci. They make their way down the backstretch. Here's a drag race going down the backstretch, him in the 13. We'll see how they get through turns 3 and 4 here. Iacovucci, he stays a bit wide there. Hernandez is a low, stay to the inside as well, but he does pick up that fourth spot. Travis Iacovucci trying to fight back on the outside. Josh Warner right there as well. Then Warner, he drives under Iacovucci. He's going to pick up the fourth spot. I'm sorry, the fifth spot. Iacovucci falls back to fifth. Actually, they're kind of going back and forth at it here. Oh, boy, and you got to be careful because we've seen some guys slide up a little bit going into 3. And other guys, needing some space to come down to make that turn. That's a little bit of a tricky spot there. Turns 3 and 4, particularly turn 3. There's Robert Ramsey. He's fighting his way to the front there. He's gotten ahead of Warner. Nick Holland has made his way up through the field. Got that Taco Bell machine. He's going to drive under Warner there, trying to pick up that 7th spot. Hasn't got it just yet. Warner fighting hard there to keep it, but I think he's going to lose it now as they go into turn one. See who gets the best run off onto the backstretch here. Boy, they're just neck and neck going down the backstretch. There's the 87, Hall looking, watching everything unfold in front of him. Looks like Holland's going to settle back into the 8th spot. Good racing going on throughout the field here. Meanwhile, your leader, Josh Bearden, once again, he's opened up a gap. Nothing nearly as long as it was in the first few stints there. Barely over half a second from Kyle Morningstar. Morningstar, he's got a bit of a gap from Hutcherson as well. There's Hutcherson, and he's got Patrick Hernandez right behind him in the 4th spot. They're all pretty equally separated here. There's Travis Yacovucci running 5th, followed by the 43 of Robert Ramsey. Things get a little bit more complicated a little further back here. There's Nick Holland. He's battling with Kyle Hall there for that 8th spot. Holland still has it at the moment. Casey Marshall, he's trying to move up on Hall there. He's got it at the moment at 9th spot. And who is that? Is that Ramsey? Ramsey down on the inside. I'm not sure if he has a problem or not. Ramsey down now to 9th position. He's lost a few positions there. Further back, there's Colton Sanders in the 12th spot. Boy, I tell you, there's a lot of traffic here right now. Guys racing hard. He's challenging Hall for that 11th position. And these laps are starting to wind down. We're lap 64 already. 103 laps to go of 167. As nightfall starts to settle in, boy, and Sanders looked like he had a little bit of a run. He might have to get out of it just a little bit. Boy, timing is everything as far as timing some of these passes, and also just having clear enough track in front of you. Boy, he got up close to that wall that time as he arcs it into turns 1 and 2. Make their way onto the backstretch here. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Robert Brill. Now he was running up the front there quite well. Now back to 16th position, and Sam Barnes is ahead of him. Sam Barnes, he's right there at the tail end of that group, running along in 15th. Like he's going to try to make a move on the 91 there, Colton Sanders. Don't know if he has the best line to try to get by the 91. And Colton Sanders going to make his move himself over Elijah Ennis, and he does take that spot. Sanders now up to 13th. Elijah Ennis says, "No, I'm not done with you yet. I'm going to race back to the line here, or actually drag race down the back stretch." Let's see who comes out of this. They make their way through turns 3 and 4. I think the 91 has the better line, and he does. Oh, no, boy, Ennis he does get into the wall there a bit, trying to keep it off the wall and keep it going. He doesn't look like he has much damage. He might have grazed the wall just a little bit, but definitely cost him some time there for sure. You can see he lost a bit of time there. Barnes also got by. Now Ennis down in the 15th spot. Hard racing all around the track here. Let's look a little further back here. There's Cody Strom. He's running 21st position. And just ahead of him, there's Devin Costner. That looks like almost a 4-car battle there. He's trying to hold on to that 18th spot. Trying to hold that's Dennis Weeks right behind him. You see Weeks had something really strange happen to them there on that pace lap. They're riding along with Weeks here now, and he's trying to make his way back up through the field. He's going to try to drive under the 3-car here, pick up that 18th spot if he can. They're making their way down to the start-finish line. The 3 is fighting him off there, still in the 18th position. Here goes Weeks into turn 1. See if he can get him here onto the backstretch. And there's the 24 also closing in. That's Owen Kaufman. And Kaufman, he's a little bit of connection issue there. He's blinking in and out just a little bit. Oh, and I think I just saw, I'm not sure who that was. Somebody else just bounced off the wall a little bit. I think that was Sam Barnes that almost made contact with the wall there. He's still holding on to the 15th spot there, trying to keep Elijah Ennis behind him. Battles raging through the field. There's Kyle Hall trying to see what he can do with these guys in front of him here. Now lap 72 of 167. Oh boy, look at that was Holland. He slid up there a bit, and they went shooting past. That was Noel once again. That's a lapped car there. Things starting to get a little loose out there. Now Hall, he makes it. He's trying to challenge Holland there for that position. Looks like he's going to get it as they go through turns 3 and 4. Kyle Hall now up to 9th position. Man, these guys are battling hard. And we have Travis Iacovucci on pit road. Not sure. We're not showing that he crashed or anything, but he decided to make a green flag pit stop there. Down and away. Didn't look to see it. We didn't lock on him in time to see whether or not he took tires or not. And that right now that puts him at 25th position, 1 lap down. Right now he's behind Reedy, and he wouldn't be the lucky dog if the caution were to come out. So I guess that would be his target right now, to catch that 00 machine. And there's Reedy right there. He's in the middle of some lead lap cars. He would be the lucky dog if the caution were to come out at this moment. Meanwhile, up the front, Josh Beard, he's doing it what he's been doing all race long, over a 1.5 second gap to whoever's running in 2nd position. Josh Beard definitely has a good command of this setup and this track. There's Patrick Hernandez up to 3rd position here, folks, trying to track down Morningstar. Boy, he's really made his way up through the field. And you know, and Patrick, I think he's just a hard charger, period. I know he wants to try to save his car, but he just goes after it every single race. Still over a 1 second to Morningstar there, but that's Morningstar right in front of him, that red car. That's what 1.3 seconds looks like, you know, as far as a gap. I think that's a lap car that they're getting ready. Somebody's in the wall. Who is that? He looked like he just tagged the wall just a little bit. That's Jones. Looks like that's Lauren Jones. Hernandez will be trying to get past him as quickly as possible. Now lap 77. And back in 5th spot, there's Robert Ramsey. He's comfortably in 5th spot there. He's got Nadu, a lap car, right behind him. Hutcherson's just over 2 seconds ahead. There's Casey Marshall. He's got a pack of cars behind him, but he's still about a 1/2 second ahead of that pack. There's the pack right there. Josh Warner, Cole Grimes, Kyle Hall, Nick Holland. And all those positions are just in full battle mode right there for sure. Warner coming under attack of the 4 machine there. Making their way down the back stretch. Warner taking that low line. Continuing to run in 7th as it crossed the line for lap 79 of 167. And there's Ronald Holmes. He's on pit road. Looking like he's getting tires and fuel. Got the right sides. Like left cars going up, getting the left sides on. He's the only guy on pit road now. He's down and away. Nobody else has pitted yet. Everyone else still running along. Now Travis Iacovucci, he is now, he got ahead of Reedy, Don Reedy. So now if the caution were to come out, he would be the lucky dog, currently running in the 23rd position. So he's right, as far as that's concerned, he's right where he needs to be. And well, he's got Strom right, who's on the lead lap, almost 3 seconds ahead of him. And 2.5 seconds right, who's also on the lead lap behind him. So he's got a nice little cushion at the moment to kind of ride things out. And he might be in a good spot here when the next caution comes out and get himself right back on the lead lap. Right now we show 22 cars on the lead lap. Meanwhile, further back up the front, there's Robert Ramsey running in 5th. He's starting to come under pressure from, look like Casey Marshall there in the 6th spot, their 36 car. And they're both over a 1.5 seconds back from Jerry Hutchison, who's running 4th position at the moment. Hutchison trying to catch Hernandez, and he's got a little ways to go. More to the tune of about maybe 5 seconds to catch Hernandez, Patrick Hernandez there. He's right there with Morningstar battling for that 2nd position. Oh, he was thinking about it, making that move. Definitely didn't have it, wasn't quite clear there. Morningstar trying to defend. Looks like I think that's some lap cars up ahead of them. And I believe that car going into turn 1, the little dot up at the front, that's Josh Bearden, probably. And that might be, I think that's, I'm going to guess that's Noel once again. He's been lapped a few times here tonight. Yeah, that's the 29 of Noel. Trying to hang on and finish this race here. Hernandez trying to find a way around the 42 of Kyle Morningstar as they come down to the line here. Might be making a move here into turn 1. There he goes. Morningstar, he's giving him plenty of room down on the inside there. They rocket off onto the back stretch. Had a little bit more momentum coming off to be able to stay ahead of the 2 car. I believe that's Don Reedy in front of them there, the 00 machine. It looked like the 00, he went up high there to get out of the way there so they can continue to race. And Josh Beard, he's all the way around there coming out of turn 4. Oh, somebody else is coming in. I think that's Nadeau. Danny Nadeau coming in. Green flag pit stop. Going right down to his pit stall. Let's see, it looks like Nicholas Wassenaar, he's also coming in the 30 machine. Him and Nadeau are the only two on pit road at the moment. Nadeau, he's still there. He's been there a while now. He may be trying not to use a faster pair and just get that car fixed manually. Wassenaar is in his pit stall. He's got the right sides on. Now Jack's going up on the left side. For what seems like an eternity on pit road. And now he's also sitting there. And I don't know if they're just trying to save their faster pairs, but good Lord, that's a whole lot of time there because he's already 2 laps down. And Nadeau, now he's finally coming out. And I'm not sure if they were just, unless there was some, I don't know if there's any kind of penalties involved. I don't think there's anybody done anything for any penalties I know of, but there might have been. You never know. If he got a speeding penalty, he might have had to sit there. Making his way back out now, 27th position. There's Gary Wright making his way in. Green flag pit stops happening here. And Wassenaar, he's still on pit road. He locks it down into his stall. Getting tires and fuel for the 35 machine. Wassenaar is on his way out now after a lengthy stop. And now Gary Wright, he's down and away as well. Wassenaar was on pit road there for 118 seconds, I believe. Gary Wright, his was a 14.5 pit stop. Pit stop delta time. The total time on pit road was 48 seconds. And he's going to come out in 24th spot here. Nobody else is on pit road. Josh Beard, he continues to lead. And now that gap is up to a whopping 5, just about 6-second lead over second place Kyle Morningstar. Josh Beard just dropping the hammer in that 6 machine tonight, folks. Good grief. Coming up on the Strom here, that's a lapped car. And Bearden has still only stopped once, has yet to, I mean, they have, the tires that they started on, they have those, but they also have 5 more sets of tires to use. Boy, that was a tight squeeze getting by the 26 there. And I think somebody else came on pit road. Let's see, yeah, Clayton White, he's on pit road. Oh, he locked it up, got a little sideways as he brings that Dodge down on pit road. Hopefully he didn't get a speeding penalty. Several guys are on pit road now. There's Ramsey, he's coming in. Don Reedy, he's making his way in on pit road. White, he's at his pit stop there, and tires down, and he's away and on his way. Cody Strom making his way in. Reedy on his way out as well. Ramsey down and away, lights him up as he leaves the pit stall. He's going to exit, and he's going to be in, looks like 19th position as he exits pit road. Strom still on pit road, and he's just getting his left side tires on there. Looks like a 14.3 second pit stop. The entire time on pit road is the time shown on the left side there, the pit stop delta, and that is like 50.667 seconds.
50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667 seconds. 50.667
Here is Cole Grimes coming in. Let's see what kind of pit stop time he gets. Bringing that good wrench machine down to pit stall. Try to hit his marks without overshooting, and he's right there. Right side's going on. Jack's down, coming around to get the left sides. There's a bit of a slower stop here. He might have overshot the stall there just a little bit. Well, it's not giving us a accurate and didn't show exactly what his I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. It's 14.6. Yeah, 14.6 was his pit stop there. Oops. Guys continue to race here on track. A lot of pit stop action going on. That's kind of fun. It's almost like watching a pit stop competition there. Hutchinson, he's still battling there with the 24. Kaufman got that 6th position. There's 87, a Hall right behind them. Oh, now he's going to try to make a move on the 14 as they go down the backstretch. Let's see if he can pull off that pass, make their way down to turn 3. Boy, that's going to be close. And he does pick up that 7th spot as they come out of 4. Give that 7th position to Kyle Hall. Hutchinson is still right there. And in fact, he's taking a look on the inside now. And Hall goes way wide, trying to fight off the 14. The 14 moves up to the high side. Hall able to hold on to that 7th spot. Up toward the front there, there's Kyle Morningstar, and he's like 7.4 seconds behind Josh Bearden. And he's got some lap cars around him. LaRue is in front of him. That's Holmes right behind him. And then right from behind him is Patrick Hernandez, having a good run in the 3rd spot here. That will always help out overall in their points. And Owen Kaufman, he's on pit road. He's the only car on pit road at the moment. There's a 68 of Nick Holland. Taking a very low line there as they go down into 1. I'm sorry, coming out of 4, I'm sorry. Swings wide to arc it down into turn 1. Trying to catch that 8 car of Josh Warner. Kaufman still on pit road. He has been there for a while. Coming up on 80 seconds on pit road, total pit stop time, pit stop delta. Wow, 54-second pit stop. Now he definitely, he must have had some work done manually without trying to save that fast repair. If he hadn't used it already. That was a very long stop for Kaufman. He exits in 23rd position, 2 laps down. And there's Dennis Weeks. He's gotten himself back up to the top 10. So good to see him back up in the top 10. He had a little encounter there under caution earlier, trying to fight his way back, and now he's making his way on the pit road here for his pit stop, green flag pit stop here, weeks in. We've been seeing some fast pit stop times like 14.5. I think we saw 14.3 somewhere. Let's see what the 97 can do here as he makes his way down to his stall. He locks him down. He might have overshot just a little bit. Right tire's going on. He was close enough that the crew could start changing tires, but if you can hit your marks dead on, it does make, and see, he got a 14.6 there, so it might have cost him a little bit of time there. He wasn't exactly centered in his pit box, but he's in and out safely. Re-enters in 16th position. See, there's Casey Marshall. He's now in 5th place. Now here come the 87, Kyle Hall coming in for his pit stop. And a few more guys coming in. Nick Hollins also coming in. Got that Taco Bell machine in. It's taco time. Looks like Devin Costa's also coming in. He locks them down. Guys trying their best not to get that pit road speeding penalty. And the whole field is starting to cycle through now. Sooner or later, Bearden's going to have to stop. Let's see what Hall gets here on his pit stop here. And he had a 15.2 stop there. There's Cost. He's just getting to his stop. Nick Holland, he's on his way out. Can't see what his pit stop time was. There's Cost. He's down and he's got his left sides going on. And that's a bit of a long stop there. There's Zachariah Logan. He's into his stop. Sam Barnes is on his way in. Bringing that 22 machine down. Oh, and he locks up. He did overshoot there a bit and had to back it up. So that may make it more of maybe a 15-second stop here. We'll see what he gets here. Down and away. And 17.3 seconds was his pit stop time there. More of your leaders coming in. Robert Brill making his way in. Sam Barnes on his way out. Right now we're only showing 7 cars on the lead lap as the green flag pit stops start to cycle around now. Bearden still your leader. Now Patrick Hernandez looked like he's coming in, and he got up to 2nd place there. Now he's pitting, so he's 3rd spot. Josh Bearden now 13 seconds ahead of Kyle Morningstar. And we're at lap 108 of 167. Hernandez looked like he got right on the marks there. Left side's on, right side's on, left side's coming on now. We'll see what he comes away with. It lights him up as he takes out 15 seconds flat for the 2 machine. On his way out, there's Josh Warner. He's in for his pit stop. The left side's going on already. And he also has a 15-second flat stop. Nadu, he's down and got his left side tires on. A lot of green flag pit stops happening. Morningstar is on. See, there's Noel, your 2nd place runner, Kyle Morningstar. He's in. So Josh Bearden, boy, he's really been opening up the gap, and now he's going to stretch it even further by staying out longer than anybody. And just as I say that, here he comes in. He's like Marshall is. Let's see. Morningstar was on the tail end of the lead lap. You see his name there in blue. So he was almost about to get lapped, but Bearden is coming in right behind Morningstar. There he goes. Morningstar on the way out with a 16-second stop. There's Casey Marshall coming in. Also followed as Elijah Ennis hitting his marks. Bearden up there. Josh Bearden getting his tires. Left side's going on now. Let's see what kind of pit stop time he has. He lights them up. 15.1. Definitely not the fastest. We've seen 14.5 or quicker. Casey Marshall left tires down. Left side's on. Marshall with the 17.6. Lighting up those tires, getting off of out of that pit stall. And meanwhile, Jerry Hutchison is now your leader. Now Hutchison, he's only pitted once, so You would think he'll be coming in soon here because he was just like Josh Bearden and company up at the front. They've gone 112 laps without stopping. And he's got to be getting close on fuel here. See, Patrick Ramsey has stopped 3 times. Josh Bearden is showing in third, but he's only 6 seconds behind Hutchison. So Hutchison will most likely, he might even lose a lap. And here he comes now on the pit road. Locking him down not to get that pit road speeding penalty. That's going to put Ramsey as your leader as he crosses the line. Josh Bearden is right there, right behind Ramsey. And Ramsey also, now, I'm not sure when Ramsey last time he stopped. Well, I take that back. He stopped on lap 92. So, but Bearden looks like he's going to race right on by him there. Morningstar, he's on his way out, getting back up to speed. Hutchison, now he's on pit road. 15.2 second pit road stop. Jerry LaRue is in with the 64 car. And let's see. He's 9 laps down, and I don't know, maybe he didn't have he might have already used his fast repair. He may just be stuck on pit road there for a while. Anyway, your leader once again, Josh Bearden. The gap isn't that much right now. It's 0.7 of a second, but even as I say that, you can look at it, it is just starting to increase. And second place, Ramsey, he's slowly marching away from the 43 car, going around some lap traffic there. Lap 115 of 167. You're having a good day in the office tonight here in Kentucky. Working his way through lap traffic here. He'd definitely like to have a win here. He's had some other fast runs that have gone a little awry on him there. There's Ronald Holmes making his way down on the pit road. I'm sorry, making his way out. He had a 16.2 second stop there. Very long green flag runs, and we kind of thought we would see this. And I tell you, I can't even remember when the last caution was, to tell you the truth. But a lot of good racing all over the place. There's Dennis Weeks up to 6th position, and he's really battling with Morningstar there for that 6th spot. Morningstar not ready to give it up. They come to the line. Looks like the 42 might have him as they go into turn 1. Give it to the 42 for right now. Starting to pull away a little bit from Weeks. Just over half a second now, almost 0.6. In fact, I believe that is that's Patrick Ramsey there. I mean Robert Ramsey. I'm not sure that may be either Ramsey or that red, white, and blue car up there. Or blue and red car, I should say. Yeah, okay, that was Barnes. I was about to say it was either Ramsey or Barnes, because they both have a very similar paint job tonight. Things starting to space out a little bit now. Let's see, Patrick Hernandez, he's right there running in third. And he's got a lap car ahead of him. Over a second, by 1 3/4 second back ahead of Robert Brill. And he's got a little bit of a battle going on behind him. Well, not really a battle. It's Grimes there, but in the 4 car, but he's got some lapped cars around him. Morningstar, he's back. That's how far he's back there to 6th position. In the 7th, they're spaced out quite a bit. The lap cars are mixed in well with the lead lap cars. And he's running along there 7th. And there's Kyle Hall, almost 2 seconds back from Weeks, running in 8th. Then further back, coming across the line now is Nick Holland. That's a lap car. Well, S1R right behind them. Casey Marshall is back there running in the top 10 there. And that's one of the closest battles right now. That's Warner. He's about a half second from Marshall. Now lap 122 of 167. The laps are indeed starting to wind down here. Warner trying to close in on the 36 machine. Just right around half a second now. And it looks like all of the green flag pit stops are done. Jerry LaRue is still on pit road. He's not showing retired or anything, but he's just he's going. He's getting some work done manually, I guess. So far, only 3 retirements: Noel, Jones, and Bressett. A little further back, there's Colton Sanders. He's running along in the 14th spot. You got a lap car of Nadu right in front of him there. 13th is Travis Giacomucci. He's a lap down, but he's amidst some lead lap cars there, currently running 13th. Hutchison is actually there's Hutchison. He would be the lucky dog right now if the caution were to come out. Giacomucci's running in 13th, 1 lap down. Hutchison 12th, 1 lap down. We got somebody else on pit road here. There's Gary Wright coming in for a pit stop. Let's see what kind of pit stop time he gets here. Gets on the marks. He looks he had to pull up a little bit. Looked like he was a little short of the box there. That definitely going to cost him some time. I would say probably he might be 15 seconds there, 15 point whatever. And he's down, 15.8. I almost started to say 16 seconds. If you don't hit your marks just right, that definitely can cost you. Makes his way down pit road. Re-entering now in 20th position. He's 2 laps down. The 68 of Nick Holland, 9th position. Trying to catch Kyle Hall, though. He's over 3 seconds behind, though. They got a bit of work to do. 40 laps to go in this event. And so far, we've seen folks pit. The most I've seen anyone pit is 4 times, and that would be Devin Cost. And probably some of those times might have been for damage. But they've got 5 sets of tires. Everybody has plenty of tires to work with. And I think we were talking to Travis Giacomucci earlier, and he was saying that this place is a little abrasive on tires. So, folks, even if they took tires in both of their stops, they all should have like 3 sets left. There's Ronald Holmes coming in. Let's see what kind of pit stop time he has. Blinking there just a little bit. Right side's going on there. I guess he's about maybe, I'm gonna guess 15.3. Let's see what he gets. Oh, I was off. I almost said 15.52. I was off by 0.2. 15.5 for the 32 there. Making his way back out. And no one else is on pit road. Josh Bearden getting it done here tonight. Boy, I tell you, and that gap now is in excess of 10 seconds to second place Patrick Hernandez. Josh Bearden is clearly in the zone tonight, and clearly the man to beat for sure. Making his way now, trying to navigate some more lap traffic, and that's a bit of a battle going on there too, I believe. And I'm sure he'll make his way around there. He's coming up on right there. Makes his way inside the 35. 35 goes high with the 6 through. Now I believe that's Marshall in front of him there. I'm sorry, it's Elijah Ennis now ahead of him. We got a few more guys on pit road here. Zachariah Logan's on there. Danny Nadeau is in once again. There's a long stop here for the 15. Back on track. There's Robert Ramsey running in 5th. He's surrounded by some lap cars as well. 42 Colin Morningstar up in 4th position. He's also surrounded by some lap cars. So there's a bit of a gap. All of the lead cars have some cushion around them, so to speak, in the form of lapped cars. Patrick Hernandez currently in 2nd position. Now is 9.5 seconds, 9.4 seconds ahead of Josh Bearden. Boy, I tell you, if he has anything left, he better start opening that can up now, because he definitely got a little bit of time there now to run down the 6 car, but well, I tell you, he's got a ways to go. You can see where he is. He's down the back stretch, and Bearden is all the way around there, coming around as they cross the start-finish line. And Hernandez is just coming out of turn 4. So you can see how far back he has to go to catch the 6 car. Like that Travis Iacovucci on pit road. Oh, and he overshot. He overshot the pit stall. Oh man, that's going to cost him some time. That may be looking at a 16-second stop there, 16 or 17 seconds. That was a bit of an overshoot. Down and away, okay, not too bad. 15.8 for the 13 car. Nobody else is coming on pit road yet here. There's the 1 car, Robert Brill, in 3rd position. He's about 2 seconds behind Hernandez on the lead lap. He's got Wassenaar lap car right in front of him. That might be Hernandez ahead of Wassenaar. Let's take a wide angle and look there. There's Brill. Yep, and that is indeed Patrick Hernandez about to go around Travis Iacovucci there. So now that's 2 lapped cars between, well, Yakavuchi, he has those fresh tires. He's probably able to motor back past the 2 car. Ain't no point in really battling with him there. And we got the fresh rubber on. He's right there. Hernandez is there, and there is Brill. He's gotten around to 30 of Wassenaar, so he's set his sights on the 2 machine now. Just under a second behind Hernandez. Now lap 139 and 167. And I tell you, this is an awesome, we've been having some awesome green flag runs here. I know I was talking to Josh Beard before the race and hoping that maybe we'll have some more green flag runs as opposed from last week. And, like I was saying, hey, that's just part of racing. Sometimes you have races that have, maybe caution filled, and sometimes you have a race like this where, yeah, we've had maybe 3 or 4 cautions, but boy, there's been a lot of green flag running tonight, and multiple rounds of green flag pit stops, and it's just good to see the guys out there just getting after it. Looks like we got somebody else here on pit road here. That's Dennis Weeks. He's coming in. Looks like Colton Sanders is also coming in, followed by Cody Strom. Let's check out Weeks' time as he gets down his stall, see what kind of pit stop he has. Locks it down. Oh, he overshot big time. He had to back it up. Boy, I'm betting that's definitely going to be a 16-second stop there. They're trying so hard to hit those marks. Left tire's on. I'm sorry, yeah, right side's on. Now left side's going on. Let's see what he gets here. See, up 16.1 seconds for the 97 there. Colton Sanders is on his way out. Sanders had a 14.8. That's not a bad stop there. Cody Strom also on his way out. He also had a 15.2 second stop. And nobody else is on pit road. Zachariah Logan, he's still there, but he's getting something done. Looked like Jerry LaRue is retired the 64 car. There's the 42 Kyle Morningstar in 4th position. Once again, has some more lap cars around him. There's Don Reedy is on his way in, the 00 car, and Nicholas Wassenaar. Oh, okay, he went, that's interesting. Okay, killed the cone coming in. I wonder if that would be a penalty for unsafe pit entry coming on the inside of the cone. That'll be interesting to see as he locks it down. A good stop there right in the center of the stall there. Right side's going on. Reedy there had a 17.4 second stop. Let's see what Wassenaar has. He's got a 15.3. Meanwhile, there's Robert Ramsey rolling along in 5th position there. Lap 144 of 167. Your leader, Josh Bearden, continues to roll along here. And looks like Robert Ramsey is now entering pit road here. Oh, and the caution's out. Oh, just as he enters pit road, it's saying that Wassenaar crashed, and it's not even showing him now. It's showing him on pit road. Oh, there he is. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and let's roll back the tape here so we can see what happened to Wassenaar. And he just got loose. Looked like coming out of. He had it saved a little bit, trying to get back on it. Bang! Hard into the outside wall. Boy, he's lucky he didn't collect some other folks there. And super hard hit for Nicholas Wassenaar there, and that will bring out the caution. Trying to get her turned back around, and we'll take it back live here. Caution with lap 146 now, and yep, he's going to have to get some hood pins there for the 30 machine. And that'll bring your leaders down on pit road. There's Josh Bearden coming in, followed by Robert Brill, Patrick Hernandez, your top three. Okay, this is going to be a pit road competition here, folks. Bearden's in first. Let's see what time he gets. Bearden, Brill, and Hernandez, they came in 1, 2, 3. Let's see who has the fast stop. Bearden down and Brill right behind him. Brill overshoots a little bit. I think Hernandez might be able to benefit from that. Okay, Bearden is down and away. It's not showing what his lap time was. Hernandez on his way out as well. He had a 15-second flat. And there's Brill. That overshot cost him a position. Hernandez moves up to fourth. See, there's Cole Grimes making his way in. And Casey Marshall. I'm sorry, they both are on their way out. My bad. Let's see if we can grab Patrick Hernandez here. Boy, he's really been rocketing through the field. Let's find him down here. He was in the general channel here. Hey, Patrick, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, man, yeah. Loud and clear.
Hey, man, I tell you, boy, that was interesting at the beginning of the race. I saw you make that very late pit stop at the end of the caution period to get fuel, and ever since then, man, you have just been making your way through the field.
Man, my car is incredibly strong, really fast, but I don't think I have something for Josh and or maybe for the win, you know. I know I have a top 5 car. It's good on short runs. Man, I have a really strong car, and now it all depends how I manage my tire from now to the end, and let's see what happens.
10-4, man. Has it been more of the tires? Fuel hasn't really been an issue, I guess, huh?
No, man. Before this yellow, I was 3 laps to the end. Fuel was not an issue, but the tire was. I tried to save as much tire as I could, but the one catch me. He did a better job at saving tires, so that's something I really have to work. And let's see, man. But now we 19, 18 laps to go. I think tires are not gonna be an issue.
Yeah, and like you say, your car is good on a short run, so you might really be able to battle with him. You won that battle off of pit road because he overshot just a little bit. We were watching it just now.
Man, I don't feel as comfortable in second place because I can have a nice view on Josh when the restart comes. But I think I can give him a shot for the win. I think I'm gonna do, even that I know that my car is not that fast. I'm gonna give my best shot, and let's see what happens.
10-4. 10-4. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before I put you back down to your channel?
Oh man, all good. I don't have nobody really watching the race, so it's all good. Thank you.
Okay, well, good luck, man. We'll talk to you later. Okay, that's Patrick Hernandez there, and trying to hold on to that second spot there. He's in third at the moment, and I tell you, like you said, boy, I tell you, Bearden has been an absolute beast out there, and Kyle Morningstar is your leader at the moment. And boy, I tell you, this is going to be something. Morningstar, Bearden, Hernandez, Brill, Casey Marshall having a good run there, and he's in the fifth position there. Let's see if the lights are out on the pace car. Let's see, where is the? Okay, I think that's some. I was trying to get up there to see the pace truck. Okay, we have one more lap of caution here. We got Kyle Morningstar there. Let's look and see if Kyle is in the chat here. Let's see. I don't see him. Yeah, I don't quite see him. Oh no, there he is, right there. He is in the channel. Is that? It's a driver's lounge. Let's see if we can get him up here to the booth real quick. Hey, Kyle, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? Mic check, mic check.
We got you.
Hey, man, I tell you, boy, you guys, you've been battling hard out there. You think you got anything for the 6 car?
No, definitely not. I didn't take tires. I didn't see them pit, so I kind of screwed myself there. But I think I'll be hopefully top 5 here.
10-4, man. Yeah, when they're getting ready to go green here. Anybody want to give a shout out to real quick?
Oh man, I got to thank Kyle Hall for getting me in this league, and hopefully I can race you guys a little bit more. It's been real fun. So I've had a couple of showings, but I just keep having internet problems and stuff like that. But we're doing pretty good.
10-4. Well, good luck, man. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
That's Kyle Morningstar getting ready for the restart here. He realizes he's in a little bit of trouble there. He didn't get tires, so he probably won't even battle the 6 that much because him and Brill and Hernandez, well, I tell you, they're going to be getting after it really quick here. Pace truck is in. Here we are, 17 laps to go, and we're racing once again. Somebody had to check up back there. I don't know if that was Ramsey or I'm not sure who that was, one of the red and blue cars. Might have been Ramsey or Barnes, but anyway, here we go. And there's Patrick Hernandez going inside the 42 with the number 6 car in tow, and the 6, he is not wasting any time, folks. He is making his way down to turn 3, and he's going to just rock it. He's trying to rock it underneath the 2. He didn't quite get it that time. Hernandez right there, fighting hard to try to keep the 6 behind him. Hernandez says he likes the short run, so he's probably going to lean on those tires pretty hard. Here comes Robert Brill. He's right behind them looking at everything that's happening in front of him. The 6 car's got his hands full. He's fighting the 2 car. Now he's got the 1 challenging him as well. So he's got him attacking him, and we got another caution here, lap 152. Looks like that's involving Clayton White there. White there up against the inside wall. Not too much damage on the 46. And let's go ahead and roll the tape back real quick and see what we see here. There's White. There's the 3 car. Oh, and he gets up. Oh, him and the 3 go into the wall. Real hard hit into the wall. Oh, boy. And he gets going, and the 3 might have had the harder hit because his nose is knocked in a little bit, though. We'll take it back live here. And everybody just pitted, so I doubt anybody will be coming in except for the guys involved. There's Wassenaar. He was already on pit road along with Logan there. Let's see. Morningstar, he did forget to pit. He didn't see the other guys pit, so he's going to try to there's only 8 cars on the lead lap, so yeah, he's going to come in and get these fresh tires, and he should be able to get back up there with the lead cars. All the lap cars have to get behind the leaders, and so we'll see what he can do now that he has some fresh rubbers. That may be a blessing in disguise for the 42 there, getting those right sides on and down to getting the left sides on. Let's see how fast his stop is. He hit the marks pretty good. Let's see if he comes in with a 14-second here. 15 flat for the 42. Still not too bad. And there's Clayton White. He's on pit road. And if he doesn't have a faster pair, if he had a faster pair, I would think he would go ahead and use it right now. But apparently he doesn't, so he might be there for a while. And tough break for Clayton White. He made it all the way, this far through the race. We don't want to see anybody not finish. But that may be the case for the 46. Not too many laps remaining now. Patrick Hernandez is your leader. Hernandez, Bearden, Brill, Casey Marshall, Nick Holland, Josh Warner, Kyle Morningstar, and Dennis Weeks are your top 9. They're the only ones on the lead lap, so they're the only ones who could really battle. And we have some more guys coming on pit road. There's Elijah Ennis. He's bringing that 40 car in. And he's followed by Devin Cost. I wonder if he has a faster pair. You know, I told you that that's a new feature now with iRacing, this damage model. It'll show the hood flapping up in the air, but to the driver's perspective, he doesn't see that. Now, that's what we see, the hood up, and you're wondering how can he see what he's doing, but from the driver's perspective, he doesn't see anything. And looks like he might have used a faster pair there. Yeah, that car is looking pretty clean now, so he must have, he saved that. Oh, almost went out of the lane there on pit road. Don't want to get a penalty for an unsafe pit exit. So, yeah, that car is good to go now. He is 2 laps down, though, but he's got a good car. And there's a few other folks, there's a couple other folks on 2 laps down that, depending on where he is in relation to them, he may be able to battle with them here at the end of the race here. There's Robert Brill. Right behind the 6 and Josh Bearden. As you cross the line here, let's see if the lights go out on the pace truck this time. See if we go green this time around. And we're going to have at least a couple of more laps here. Let's see if Robert Brill is in the chat here. See if we can find him, if he is. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there. Oh, he's got his mic off, but let's see if we can get him. He might be able to still hear us. Hey, Robert, Tony in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Mic check on the 1 car. You got a copy, Robert? Okay, 10-4, we'll put you back down to the driver's lounge. We can't copy you there. Trying to get a word with Robert, but he's got his mic muted. He may not, and it depends on the driver's setup. He may not, I don't know if some guys might be using their phones and it may not actually be able to get to it, and switch it over while they're actually racing. And as we look around here now and rolling around, I think the lights probably going to go off on the pace truck this time as they cross the line. It's going to be lap 157. There's going to be 10 laps to go. Let's see if the lights go out this time around. And yes, here we go, folks. This is lap 157 of 167, getting right down to it. And, they've been pacing around here now. These pace laps are probably helping Hernandez a little bit. He's not wearing those tires down. And he's going to need every bit of rubber he can get to battle off the 6 car of Josh Bearden. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Robert Brill, he's right there trying to get ready. And Kyle Hall, he's going to be ready to attack as well. Even Casey Marshall. And can't forget the 68 machine, Nick Holland there. Hey, anytime can be taco time. You never know. Making their way down the backstretch here. Lights are out on the pace truck. We will be going green once again. This has been an awesome race here tonight, and I'm glad you guys could join us for it here. The pace truck is in. Here we go. The race starts on the leader's discretion. Hernandez drops the hammer, and he's away, trying to literally get away from the 6. There's the 6 and the 1 battling down to turn 1. Hernandez said, you guys go ahead and battle, man, so I can try to get away from you. Josh Bearden, he's not used to seeing this. And look at the guys behind Bearden, and they're piling up on the 6 car there. He's trying to get his act together to bear down on the number 1 and the number 2 car. First, he has to take care of Brill, then go after Hernandez if he can. And, everybody's going to be racing hard now. Here they go in the turns 1 and 2, making their way onto the backstretch. Bearden's about to attack the 1. He's making a move down the backstretch. Give that second position to, I maybe give it to Bearden. Not sure. It looked like he's going to hold on to take that second position. Here comes Robert Brill once again on the inside fighting back. Brill goes once again to the second position as they go down. And this is playing right into Hernandez's hands. He needs Robert Brill to battle with that 6 car. And, man, he got the 6 car right on the bumper of Robert Brill as they're going down the backstretch. Here they go into turn 3. Bearden hasn't had to battle with anybody. He was free to run any line he wanted all race long, and now he has to compromise just a little bit to battle with the 1 machine. And so far, Hernandez is taking advantage of it, barely holding on to a 1-second gap between him and these two. And here's Josh Bearden taking a very low line, and something happened to the 1 car. I don't know what happened, but Bearden just went right by him. I guess he went low there real quickly. He might have had to check up to keep from hitting the 1. Not sure what happened there. But, boy, I tell you, you don't want to let the 6 car by and just let him by like that. I'm sure he didn't let him by on purpose. But, boy, he's got his hands busy now. Here's Robert Brill trying to race back and attack the 6 once again, going down the backstretch. Patrick Hernandez now is he's grown that lead just a little bit, 1.3 seconds, lap 162 of 67. The battle is right here. And Bearden is starting to gain a little bit of traction now away from Brill. He hasn't quite lost him just yet. Brill, he keeps catching up to him, going on that backstretch, making life difficult for the 6 machine. If the 6 does catch Hernandez, I guarantee you, I think the 1's going to be right there if he does. Hernandez now 1.4 seconds ahead. There's Hernandez now getting ready to go down into turn 1. He loves the short runs on the car tonight, and I tell you, he is going to just burn those Goodyears up. He's only got 3 laps to go now. That's his view right there. There's Bearden and Brill right behind them. He's still right now. That gap is coming down just a little bit now, 1.3 seconds. And now, Josh Bearden is having to really push that car hard at the beginning of this stint right here. And also use his tires a bit on Brill. Now he's just about 4/10 clear of the 1 machine. And look at Kyle Morningstar. He thought he was done. He thought he missed when they pitted. And he managed to catch that lucky caution there, get those 4 fresh Goodyears. And now he's up there trying to challenge the 1 machine for that 3rd spot. He kind of thought his night was over. It may not be over yet. Here they go down into turns 1 and 2. Trying to get up under the 1 car. Here they come onto the backstretch. Drag race going down the backstretch. Can he make something of it? He's not nearly close enough right now. We'll see what happens as they go into 3 and 4. 1's got the distance. He's going to hold on to the 3rd spot as they come around. Oh, and we have a caution. Caution on lap 166. And Hernandez, he definitely did not want to see that. And I believe that was, looks like that was Nick Holland. Nick Holland looks like he got into the wall there. Tough break for the 68. Oh, man. Let's go back and look at the replay here and see what happened here. There's the 68. Casey Marshall down on the inside in the 36 car, and he just couldn't keep it down there, and he got into the 68, and that's going to be, he didn't hit the wall or anything. Oh, man, that's such a tough break for the 68 car. Take it back live here. And I tell you, and wow, okay, Hernandez, he's coming in. Oh, he faked him. Okay. Because you know this is going to be a green-white checker situation, trying to fake out Bearden and company. They weren't about to fall for that. I tell you, whatever he's got left, there's Dennis Weeks. He's coming in on pit road. I think he's the only guy that is coming down pit road. Dennis Weeks up into the top 10. And, well, you know, there's only 10 cars on the lead lap. So he salvaged, you know, an odd incident at the beginning of the race. You know, he got hit under caution. And had to go get a pit there, and ended up, I think he might have been a lap down at least, and but he's fought back and able to, you know, get back out there and get up into the top 10. So, you know, not as bad a night as it could have been for the 97. Probably could have been a lot better, but you can't, you know. And hey, you got a top 10. Nothing to feel bad about there at all. There's Kyle Hall. He's right. He's running 5th at the moment, having a good night here. I wonder if he thinks he has anything for these guys. Let's see if we can find him on the chat here. Hey, Kyle, it's Tony in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, loud and clear, Tony.
Boy, hey, I guess it's gonna be a green-white checker, man. Do you think you got anything for those guys in front of you?
Oh, man, they've been strong all day, and I've been just trying to get myself up to the top 5 all day, and I finally got here in the last 20 laps or so, and I don't know. I'm going to hang in there. We're all on the same tires. We're on about the same fuel load, Tony, so.
How do you like the car? Do you like the car on, like, short runs or longer runs? Does it feel better to you on longer ones?
Yeah, that first run, I was able to conserve my tires a lot longer than the other guys, so I definitely had an advantage towards the end of that long run. So I was hoping to go green here towards the end, but we caught this green-white checker to spice things up again. So we'll see if we come through and I can hold this top 5.
10-4. Anybody want to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout-out to Veronica and my girlfriend Ashley again, and our little dog Bobo again. So
10-4. Well, good luck, man, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, Tony. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Kyle Hall trying to make something happen here. Boy, this is going to be a green-white checker, and man, just he got himself up there, and now it's just up to him and the guys. And you know, it's never over till it's over. You never know what's going to happen with those leaders. We've seen it before, and I think the lights are going to go out on the pace truck this time, and hopefully we'll be going green. This will definitely be a green-white checker situation. It'll be lap 170 as we cross the line here. And the lights did not go out, so we have an extended caution here. So, well, we're gonna take a real quick break, and we'll be back for the finish here. You're watching North American ARCA Fantasy ARCA Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. All right, here we are, folks, for what is definitely going to be one heck of a finish here, I'm sure. Here at the North American Fantasy ARCA Series, Patrick Hernandez. This is going to be a green-white checker situation. Boy, he's got the powerhouse of Josh Bearden right behind him, and Robert Brill is right there as well. And I tell you, this could be anybody's race here, folks. And these guys are bunching up. They're getting ready to go green here, folks. Pace truck is coming around out of turn 4. Everybody take a deep breath and hold on, folks. Here we go. Pace truck is in. The start is at the leader's discretion. Hernandez drops the hammer, and we're going. Here we go. And it looks like a carbon copy of the last restart. There's Hernandez away. There's Brill in front of Bearden at the moment, battling him for that second position. Once again, doing exactly what Hernandez needs them to do. He needs those guys to battle hard to keep the pressure off of him. And Brill not quite able to stay there. He always closes up on Bearden in the past, but not this time. Hernandez, he might be in a bit of trouble here. There's Bearden looking out. White flag is in the air, and this is it, folks. Bearden has got the line down on the inside. Can Hernandez hold on to that lead? He's battling door to door going down. Here they coming down onto the backstretch here. Man, they're battling side by side. Brill's right behind them, watching the whole thing unfold. Hernandez is still in front, and he gets turned by the 6th car. Hernandez gets turned. It's a battle to the front. Josh Bearden, he's coming down. White flag is in the air, still showing in the air. And now Brill gets collected, and now with the checkered flag, Josh Bearden will be your winner. And I know, oh man, what can you say? You don't want to win like that, but he's got the win. And what else can you do? Josh Bearden is your winner. Boy, I tell you, it just doesn't get any closer than that. And from the looks of it, it looks like Kyle Morningstar, he finished second position there. And there's Bearden. He's spinning through the infield there. I'm going to light him up a bit, do a few donuts. Josh Bearden, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're going to get all the guys. Oh boy. We're going to get the guys into the winner's circle here. Let's see. We got Kyle Morningstar. Let's see if he's we're going to put him up here into the winner's circle here. He's your second place, and we'll see if Brill is in here. I thought I saw him in here. There he is. We're going to put him up there as well. And we'll wait for Josh Bearden to come in as well. He's still celebrating there a bit. Finally parks it there on pit road, and let's see, making his way down the pit road here now. Look like he's going down to his pit stall here. And let's see if we can get Josh Bearden in here. We're going to pull Josh down here to the winner's circle. Hey guys, hey, here we are with your winner here, Josh Bearden. Hey Josh, I tell you, man, boy, You guys took it right down to the wire there, didn't you?
No, I'm going to tell you right now, Patrick should have won that race. We were just fighting for the same real estate on the track. I started coming up and he started coming down, but Patrick should have won that race, bro.
Yeah, 10-4, and yeah, man, I know you don't like to win that way, and I mean, I tell you, boy, you know, he was probably happy to see you and Robert Brill battling behind him there. That enabled him to open up that gap. That he probably didn't need that last caution, you know, so he just let that thing play out. But hey, you know, the things played out the way they did, and man, you were strong all race long.
No, the car felt pretty good all race long. I mainly just hate it for Patrick that it had to end that way, but that's hard racing. I didn't mean to wreck him. He knows that, and we move on to fucking next week.
10-4. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just all the people that are watching, all the drivers that support the league, setup makers, race control, and my admins. Got to thank what they're doing. Thank you for broadcasting.
10-4, man, and we'll see you next week then. Congratulations.
Yep. See you later, Tommy.
All right, now. Hey, Kyle, man, you know, you said you thought your race was over because you missed that pit stop, and then lo and behold, hey, you know what they say, it ain't never over till it's over.
Yeah, no, I dove in to get tires and said, I'll get stacked back up, and I worked real good with Kyle Hall and another, I think it was Casey, and I said, hey guys, I'm coming, and we, you know, raced clean, and we got back up there, and it was fun. That was a good race for sure.
10-4, man, and the car it just did good. You said, did you say you liked it on shorter run? You liked it on longer runs though, didn't you?
I followed Josh around, Josh, and man, it helped out a ton for sure. So it helped me get my long run speed. To be honest, I got in earlier and was practicing, and just felt just really slow on the long run. And after I got up there with him and watched how he was driving, I'm like, oh, okay, I could get this figured out. So it was definitely good and helpful.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just my wife probably for letting me come in here and do this for a few hours. So it's all good. I appreciate you guys having me. It's been fun, and thank you for hosting and everybody watching and all the drivers in here. It's fun.
10-4. Well, congratulations, man. We'll let you go celebrate. Thank
you.
Hey, Robert, man, I tell you, boy, you really put on a show with the guys up there at the front there, and it seemed like you had something for him, and just kind of, you know, ran out a little bit of luck there, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I think the last 10 laps when we had the last caution, I think if I would have hit the marks a little bit better, I think I would have had a chance.
10-4, how was the car, you just liked the way it handled on the longer runs, or did you like the shorter run situation like what we ended up with?
I thought my car handled a little bit better on the longer runs just because of how I was saving my tires and keeping up with the pace of the leaders.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations, man. And, you know, I know you definitely want to, that'll also help you in the overall points there and stuff. So anytime you're going to get up here in the top three, whether, you know, win first, second, or third, you know, that's definitely going to help you in those points. And you got to look at that big picture, too. So congratulations on that third place finish there. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, just for everybody hosting this race and the broadcast team and stuff.
10-4, man. Well, we'll let you go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, Tony.
All right, folks. And well, that's going to just about do it for us here. And we're going to go ahead and show you the final standings here. Let's pull those up for you, the race results. And we've got Josh Beard, your winner. Kyle Morningstar second. Robert Brill third. Josh Warner fourth. Dennis Weeks fifth. Nick Holland sixth. Kyle Hall seventh. Casey Marshall eighth. Patrick Hernandez finished ninth. Owen Kaufman 10th. Robert Ramsey 11th. Elijah Ennis 12th. Sam Barnes 13th. Travis Iacovucci 14th. Gary Wright 15th position. Devin Koss 16th. 17th we had Cody Strom. Jerry Hutchinson finished in the 18th position. 19th position we had Colton Sanders. Ronald Holmes 20th. Don Reedy 22nd. Danny Nadeau 22nd. 23rd is Clayton White. 24th Cole Grimes. Nicholas Lassenar finished 25th. Zachariah Logan 26th. Jerry LaRue finished 27th. 28th, Lauren Jones. In 29th position, Mike Bressett. And Lawrence Knoll rounded out the field in 30th position. For all of us here, we want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know next time we go live. And you've been watching the North American Fantasy ARCA series here on Rice Motorsports TV, and we'd like to wish you all a pleasant evening.